Good morning once again. I'm Reverend Stephen Van Meter, your senior minister, and it's the 5th Sunday of the month, which means I'm off this month. Yay. Yeah, I know I always look off, but no, I'm actually having a guest speaker this morning, so you are in for a treat. And I would like to introduce Kim Bibeau, who is a practitioner. She is a ministerial student. She has served on our board. She has served in our bookstore, and she is an incredible being of light and love. And she has a wonderful talk planned for us. So let's sit back and enjoy Kim. Take it away.
Thank you, Reverend Steve. Good morning. I'm a little choked up this morning for some reason. I am so delighted to be with you all. I wanted to talk to you about the music that was just played, that you just heard. When I first heard this music and saw the video, the mosaic of all these 17,000 people singing together, that they could come together, I had such awe that they could come together and make beautiful music with just a recording to listen to and a director standing in the middle going, keeping the time. This music was written by Eric Whitaker and was sung by 17,572 people all across the world. It is called Sing Gently, Always, and you can find it on YouTube. I feel that by writing this music, Eric is asking us to sing so gently and lovingly to others, for others, that the music with all of those voices keeps us aloft, standing together in strength and unity. May our voices be soft and strong, and may we all sing along. These words, these people, and all who are hearing this now, I treasure in my heart. This has reached into my heart and held the essence of who I am, who you are, and said, you may all do that you can do and want to do, softly, gently, and you shall have the strength to sing along. This is inclusion. These words, this is inclusion. The same words being sung by all of these beloveds are including you into the beauty of their feelings of love and strength, singing with the essence of who they are directly to the essence of who you are. And they have brought the beauty of words and music to us so that we know deeply and believe and claim for ourselves, our communities, and our world, and the impact that we each have. We are co-creators with Spirit when we align ourselves, bring ourselves into harmony with Spirit. We bring true healing, not just to ourselves, but to the world as a whole. Ernest Holmes says that we are perfectly whole and complete just as we are. He saw the need for change, a need to change our thinking and therefore our minds. And one of the principles of Science of Mind and Science is freedom. Freedom is the birthright of every individual. We are free to choose and create our experience of life. I looked up the word diversity and inclusion. We've been talking about them for a while now, and especially this month. They are important topics. And here are some of the definitions that I could understand and hope they make sense to you too. Diversity is a way that can be used to differentiate groups and people from one another. It's about empowering people and respecting and appreciating what makes them different. There are often labels in terms of age, gender, ethnicity, religion, disability, sexual orientation, education, and national origin. We see each individual's perspectives from their lives, from work, religious, and cultural ideals. Inclusion, on the other hand, is a sense of belonging. Inclusive cultures make people feel respected and valued for who they are as an individual or a group. People feel a level of support and commitment from others so that they want to participate. Inclusion often means a shift in mindset and culture that has visible effects, such as participation in meetings or how access to information is available. The process of inclusion engages each individual, makes people feel valued as being essential to the success of the center and a part of the center's mission. They feel they are home. When we speak of science of mind point of view, we recognize we are co-creators with Spirit, and when we align ourselves, bring ourselves into harmony with Spirit, we bring true healing not just to ourselves, but to the whole world. We, in knowing what is ours to do, have chosen to look at our own beliefs in this last month plus, to discern what needs some revision or strengthening, and get on with it. Yes, we are in a time of change and shifts, but you know that that has always happened. True to life is always changing. You know change happens just like the climate in many places of the world. Wait a few minutes. If you don't like the weather, it will change. This is what diversity and inclusion really mean. Change your thinking, really look deep into old beliefs and thought patterns. Know that change happens easily or not. Your choice, my choice. I have to admit, and many will tell you, that I have often gone kicking and screaming into what I thought to be incredibly hard to find. And find eventually that, oh, that wasn't so bad. Ernest Holmes, our founder, also said, "It seems to me that it is only as we view life, everything from what we call great to what we call small, important or unimportant, it is only as we view the whole as one stupendous whole with the God of the soul, that we shall really enter into communion, into sympathetic oneness and rapport, and with the reality of all that is about us." I too found Tracy Brown's message in the Science of Mind magazine, and she says at the very end, "I invite you to turn away from unhealthy competition and replace it with harmony. Turn away from judgment and replace it with wisdom. Turn away from discrimination and replace it with freedom. Turn away from hatred and replace it with love. Turn away from poverty and replace it with abundance. Turn away from confusion and replace it with discernment. Turn away from greed and replace it with generosity." Each one of us can, through our individual spiritual practice, align our consciousness with the good of life. Each of us affects the experience for all humanity. The Diversity and Inclusion Commission of the Centers for Spiritual Living, who have spent a huge amount of time learning what diversity and inclusion mean, and asking each of us as individuals to really look at what we see as inclusion and diversity. Talked about an affirmation, a community statement of inclusion. As we connect with each other and all of those around us, we know that we are unique individual expressions of God, and take these words in and know for yourself and others the beauty of who you are. We, the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, celebrate diversity cultivate inclusion. We are advocates for our own inner work and create space for courageous conversations. We are a community that honors the unique emanation of God inherent in each person. We support human rights and dignity for all. We are a community who are so blessed and grateful for all that we have. We grow together as learners and listeners, understanding that oneness is not sameness. And we, the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, know that our beloved community is revealed with the love we share for all. I know this statement of community faith affirms identity, diversity, and the beloved nature of inclusion. We claim this for ourselves, for our community, and for the world. And though this was short and sweet, I thank you. And remember, we are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. We are the face of God. And thank you. And so it is. I'd like to end this with affirmative prayer. This is what we do every time we're together. Usually not even just once. I think 2 or 3 times at least. Because a benediction and an invocation are all forms of affirmative prayer. And if you'll gently take a focus on the outside, if you have that opportunity, or just close your eyes. Be with me for a moment. Be with God. Be with each other. God is the knowingness, the beingness, the affirmation of who God is. We are all one in God. We are all the beauty, the harmony, the loving, the givingness, the abundance of the source of our being. And in that knowing, we come together, we say prayers, we are courageous in who we are, knowing that each individual is a beloved of God. I claim a shift in consciousness for this day, for this world, for this community, knowing that as we are inclusive, including all who are among us at this moment, the world as it is visioned around us, those whom we know, those whom we don't know, bring forward the lovingness of who we are, the gifts that we have to share, and the knowing strength of the God within each of us. I give great gratitude to all, to God. And I release this prayer into the knowing, into the action and the loving action of the universal law that is each of our
Oh,
abilities to be within that. And I am so grateful again. And so it is. Thank you.